lab. All right, so if you go to lab one, the page, which you should have access to now, I had it unpublished, but it's not published. And if you click on this CNET Lab 58, Lab 1 getting started, that's going to open this lab file. Now, this is like the lab, I normally hand out in our face-to-face classes. But what you'll want to do is you'll want to take this file and download it. So click on this download CNET 58 Lab 1 getting started and save that file on your computer. Okay. And if you don't have, well, I'm going to assume all of you have the ability to open a Word document. If you don't, send me an email later, and there's a way you can get Microsoft Office for free as a Mount SAC student. I don't remember where it is. I don't have the links. I'd have to do a lookup of it, but you can grab that off of, there's a page on Mount SAC's webpage that has that information. Okay, so once you have this file on your computer, what we're going to do is we are going to use a program known as Apache Guacamole. And the guacamole, let me show you what this looks like. So I'm going to stop this share and start a new share. I'm going to share my screen instead of screen 2, instead of just the system there. So this is what our system's going to look like. So you go to Apache Guacamole and you're going to log in. I'm going to put in my password. And when you log in, it's going to ask you for an authentication code. And oh, thanks, Alan, for showing that the discount is free. Louis said it's free, and once you get to this page, you need to open an app known as Authy. And for those of you that were in CNET 52 in the fall, or you were in CNET 56 last spring, we used the same program. But it's going to have what's known as a timed one-time password. So you open your Authy app on your phone, and it will give you a code that you put in, and then you can access the system here. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do today is, so I'm going to leave that open in the background, but we are going to have to set up Authy. So what I need you to do is go on your smartphone, and you can do it on your Windows machine, but and your Mac or whatever you're using. But I found a smartphone is way easier to use. So what you'll do is go to the Play Store or the Apple Store and search for Authy, and it's AUTHY. Okay, so because our Guacamole, which is this back-end remote desktop broker, uses two-factor authentication, and we want to use Authy. So I have on here as well these instructions for our labs. So if you get lost, go over to the modules and then connection instructions. It says on your computer or your phone, which the phone is recommended, go to authy.com or find the app in the Apple Play Store or the Apple Store or the Play Store. Create an account. You have to set up an account on Authy. And then once you have that set up, the next thing you need to do is go to Apache Guacamole, which is this https:// bertlab.mountsac.edu. All right. And when you open that, you're going to put in your MountSac portal username and password. So your username is your email address minus, don't put in the @student.mountsac.edu, just your, kmiller30 or, acruise22 or whatever it is. Okay. And then once you open that, log on, you're going to get a notice that looks exactly like this, that says multi-factor authentication has been enabled on your account. And what you need to do is on Authy, there's a place to add a new account, or when you, if you never used Authy before, it will start with creating a new account, and it will say scan the QR code, which you'll let it do using your camera. So on your phone, click on use camera, and then just point your camera at the screen of your computer with the QR code, and it will read it, and it will create an account. And then your Authy will give you an authentication code to make sure it's communicating correctly. Now these codes expire every 30 seconds or every 15 seconds. I don't know what the timing is, but if you look at it and then look away and, go do something else, come back, that code will have changed. So, you got to use it fairly quickly. And then once you do that and continue, you should now see under all connections under spring 2021. And if you hit the plus sign on the CNET58, you'll see the workstation that I've assigned to you. Okay. And those workstations, not that you need this for what you're doing, but like JP, you're going to connect to Windows 10-58-2. That's the one that you're assigned to. Now, you can only connect to the one you're assigned to. You can't connect to somebody else. I have that set up in here. Okay. So once you're in Authy, is everybody on Authy? And has everybody been able to connect to the Vert Lab?
Yes.
Okay. If you have not connected, and we're going to do today's lab kind of as a group. So we're going to work through this together. So try not to work too far ahead, because, you may miss something that we'll want to do together. Okay. So on your picture here, if you have Authy all set up and working, go into the participants and give me a thumbs up. So, or how do you do the thumbs up on there? Yeah, there you go. Jordan found it. Al Michael, Ian. So once you're good to go with Authy and you're connected to Apache Guacamole, let me know by give me a thumbs up. Oh, the thumbs up goes away after a second. Okay. Is anybody having a problem?
Kind of a little bit. Like it gave me a token or whatever. It says your token expires in 15 seconds. And I was kind of confused, and I was like, I got kind of mixed up a little bit.
Okay, go ahead and share your screen. Do you know how to do that?
Oh, I'm on Authy on my phone on
Yeah,
the app.
that's fine. Are you using your phone to connect to Zoom too?
No, I'm using my computer.
Okay, share your screen on Zoom.
Okay.
So at the very bottom next to the chat, put there you go.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. All right, so. Okay, so you're on Authy's website. Are you doing Authy? Okay, you don't go to Auth. You, are you installing Authy on your computer or on your phone?
No, on my phone. I
Okay,
thought, no.
okay. So click on that link for the Vert Lab
Okay.
and then put in your Monsac portal. There you go. Okay, now with your phone,
Oh, okay.
put that code in.
Makes sense.
Okay, so that didn't work. It may have changed. Check your phone again.
Yeah.
Put in the new number. See, sometimes you know, there you go. Okay.
What?
Try rescanning the QR code.
Yeah. Yeah, go back. If you created an account, delete the account. Yeah, hit block.
Yeah, that's really weird. How do I scan the phone on my phone? Because it doesn't give me an option really.
Oh,
Because it just gives me. It's really weird.
okay, just add a new account. Yeah, so Ian said if that doesn't work, delete and recreate the account on
Okay.
your phone. So on your phone in Authy, do you see where at the bottom it has like your account? It says Apache Guacamole.
Yeah.
Just click on that, and then in the upper right, there's 3 dots. Click that, and then just click add an account and add a new account. And then when it says scan it, you'll just scan it.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Let's make sure you get through this. That's why we're doing this together, so we can, make sure everybody gets that.
Okay. Yeah. No, I deleted the account. I scanned the QR code again.
Okay, then put in the authentication code. It gave you another authentication code.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it just gave me backup password and everything. I'm
Oh
skipping it
yeah,
real quick. Give
you
me a sec.
didn't note of that.
Yeah. Okay. Save. Um. Okay. It says I'm in, but
Okay,
It's not giving me an authentication code.
okay, open that account.
Oh, never mind. There we go. We're good. 62601. Shoot.
There you
There you
go.
go.
Now
Yeah.
click on spring 2021, the plus sign.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, go over to the plus sign.
Yeah, no, it's the thing. I can see it.
There you go. And then there you go. Click on that. So what
Okay.
this will show, this will remote into your Windows 10 machine. Okay.
All right.
So good. So go ahead and stop share.
Long term.
I'll stop your share.
Yeah. This is...
Okay. Anybody else having any issues getting on? Okay. So I'm gonna call each person's name and I'll ask you if you got it. So Luis Fernandez, I know you did because we just did it. Abraham Medina, are you good?
I'm good.
Okay, Alan Cruz,
Yeah, all good.
Al Michael,
I'm good.
okay. Angel Melkar, are you good? Yeah, you have to unmute. Yeah. And Al, if you're trying to talk, I can't hear you. Let me, hold on. Yeah, okay. He did in the chat. He's good. Okay. Duke, you good? Good, okay. Frankie Romero,
Yes.
okay. Gerson, good, got a thumbs up. Ian, you're good? All good. Isaiah Srazo, got a thumbs up. Jared, Jared Hansen. I don't see anything. Jared, are you there? Okay, we'll come back to Jared. Jordan, you good?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Jose, you good? Jose's, I'm all good. You're not good, you're all good. Okay, John Paul, you good? Yep, okay, good. Louis Gutierrez, I think that's you. Louis, you're good, right? I don't see Louis.
He just typed in chat.
Okay.
Chat is good.
Okay, yeah. Yes, yeah, I'm good. Okay, sorry about that. And then Ryan Solis.
Yeah, yeah, I'm good. I'm in.
Okay, good. And how about Troy? I don't see Troy. Troy. All right, Troy, can you confirm if you can get in? Are you good? Nothing there. How about Jared Hansen? Is he back yet? Okay. All right. Well, we'll just have to move on and we'll get those guys caught up. All right. So let's go back to the lab. So I'm going to share my screen again. Okay. Troy says headphones keep cutting out, running out of battery. All right. But are you good, Troy? Can you connect to the Windows 10 machine?
Yeah, I'm connected.
Okay, good. How about you, Jared? Are you there?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. So now that we are connected,
Troy said not yet.
Troy said not yet. I thought he said he could.
He just typed
I'm
in
going to
chat.
connect to my machine. And you may, if your screen, like with mine, I can't see everything because of the Zoom. Let me see if it, oh yeah, I can't change the display settings. But if you have a preferred display setting, like say you have a really big monitor and this comes up really, really small or really, really big, we'll talk later because I can change these default resolutions. I set them to 1024 by 768, just super VGA, so that they're kind of universal. But the first thing we want to do on this lab, now that we're connected, now every time you go to the Apache Guacamole, you'll have to log in and you'll have to put in your Authy code. So just open Authy on your phone and then type in the code, and then you'll be able to access this machine. Okay. So the next thing, we're connected to Windows 10, so we're done with that part. And we're going to do a little house cleaning. So the first thing I need you to do is install Chrome. So go ahead and open Microsoft Edge, which will be the only time we're going to use in this class. And then in the search, put download Chrome, or however you want to go download Chrome. and download and install Chrome, and then close it, and then get rid of Edge, the icon on your desktop, and unpin it from the taskbar, which you can do by just right-clicking, delete, or unpin, and then make it your default browser. What machine are you on, JP? It'll say at the top, it'll say, okay. Chrome is on all these machines?
Not mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't on mine either.
Same.
So make sure you're in the virtual machine, not your home machine. Okay, so you're saying it's already downloaded. Okay, good. So once it's downloaded, go ahead and install Chrome. And then once it's installed, close it and then open it. It'll ask you, do you want to make it default? And make it the default browser, and then close it or minimize it, and then get rid of the Edge icons. There's one on the desktop and there's one in the taskbar. Okay, so I'm gonna scan down here. Yeah, see, okay, JP, you're good, I think. Yeah, say bye-bye to Edge. And the reason we're getting rid of Edge is it doesn't play nice with ESXi. ESXi uses a web-based interface to connect to it, and it wants to use HTML5, and Edge doesn't work well with that. So that's why Edge has got to go. Chrome is greater than Edge, you're right. Okay. And then once you have Edge, is everybody good with Edge set up as your default browser?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna just move forward. If you're not there yet, just let me know so that I can
Yeah, I'm still trying to delete Edge right now.
okay, you don't have to delete
Or
it.
not delete it, but like, just take it off.
Yeah,
right?
take it off the
You just right click the icon and
Yeah,
type in it.
yeah, no, I just did that. Yeah, I'm good.
this is normally where in this class I would say if you don't know how to delete an icon, you might want to look for a class in French cooking. But I'm not going to say that because it's remote and people could take that the wrong way. All right, so once we have Chrome set up and Edge is gone, unpin from that, delete. The next thing we want to do is on your workstation, your Windows 10 machine. So whenever I say Windows 10, I'm talking about Windows 10 inside of Apache. If you have Windows 10 on your home machine, I'm not talking about that one. Okay. So what we need to do is right click on the desktop of your Windows 10 machine, then select new folder and call it ISO and then S. And I'd like to see the IS and the O capital and then the S small, just because I'm a little anal retentive and that's how I like it. Okay. So once we have that on our desktop, now we're going to go to our Windows file share, which So you can open ISOs and just double click it. And then up here, you're going to put backslash 10.28.72.50. Now this is the backslash that's above the enter key. And it should automatically go right to the share folder. Okay. So double click share, double click CNET58. And then in CNET58, come over here where it says size and sort it by size, the largest to the smallest. Because it just so happens the 3 files we want are the top 3. So that's the easiest way to get to them. So then hit Control and click. Do not double click these. Don't double click them or it's going to mount it as a drive in your PC. So make sure you don't get a CD icon here. If you do, go to the CD, right click and eject it. Okay, so Control click all 3 of these. And then right click, copy. And then go back to your desktop, go into your ISOs folder and right click, paste them. Okay, and that's going to take a little bit of time because there's a few gigabytes of space there. That for now. So what you should have on your desktop now is exactly what I have here. Okay, you should have Chrome and you should have an ISOs folder, and inside of your ISOs folder, you should have CentOS 8 Server 2019 eval, and then Windows 10 eval. Okay, is everybody good there? Yeah. Okay, if you get behind, you got to let me know somehow, either with the chat or speak up so I can hear you. It's important that while we're together that we're able to do this together. Yeah, the files they may take a little bit of time. Now, if you're the first one to get this going, you'll probably be the first one done. If you're the last one, you'll be the last one done. Yeah, so let's talk about the waiting.
I didn't get the share folder when I did it.
What'd you get? A website?
No, it was just empty.
Okay.
Just became empty.
Okay, go. What
I made the folder was the ISOs, right?
Yeah.
And then
Here, watch how I do it. So you can see my screen still, right?
yes.
So then here you just do 10.28.72.50. Press enter. Oh, and it's really slow because yeah, we'll want to wait a little bit and see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll have to. Okay, Michael, you're getting disconnected from the share or from. Okay.
Yeah, press enter.
Okay. We might have to come back to this.
It's not.
Okay.
Yeah, once I press enter, it just sent me to like a website.
Okay. Well, just remind me next week that we'll pick up on this.
Okay.
Apache getting denial of service. I hope not. Okay. So let's go to we'll need those files for next week. So if you can't get them right now, we'll get them later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Professor, I'm getting a connection error now. First it was hanging, and then, oh, now I'm out. Kicked me out. Oh,
So
there I'm
you-
back in.
Out of
Okay.
Apache?
Yeah,
Okay,
and no, now I'm back in. It says could not find this item no longer and the share CNET58.
Okay, just-
the CentOS. Yeah.
okay, just get out of the share, and we'll get those files later.
Okay.
All right. Now the next thing, let's move on. If yours are copying, just let them finish. If they failed, we'll come back to that. Okay. So the next thing I need you to do is on Canvas, go to this computer connection information. And that's this file, this page here. And what I want you to take note of is your ESXi server IP. So find your name and get your server IP address. Now notice this 10.29, not 28 that we were just on, okay? So that's a different network. So, and then come back over to your Windows machine, and you're gonna right click, new text document. And the name of this is gonna be log in information, okay? Then inside of this, I want you to tell me my ESXi IP, and then tab over and then put your number in there. Okay, Ryan, okay, let me double check those numbers, because that's very important. Now,
Yeah.
so Ryan, you're saying you're connecting to 16? Not 17? Yeah, okay, let me see something here. That's what makes these remote labs kind of interesting is, so let me see. $16, okay. And our sublease. Yeah, you're 16. Who's supposed to be 16? Frankie's supposed to be 16. He's 15. All right, so somehow I got off. Okay. Let me. All right, and then Salazar, are you on? Yeah, Gerson, you're connected to 17? Okay. So Hanson, you're 7?
Yeah, I'm 7.
Okay, Louis, what are you? Are you 8? Or are you 6?
Yeah, I'm 6.
Okay,
The top of mine says that I'm 22, so I'm not sure. It says Win10-58 at 22.
oh, you're okay. Okay, then Angel Melkar, are you 9? Duke is 20. So it looks like I just, yeah. Yeah, that's what happened.
So do you want me to just finish my download and then log off of this computer?
Yeah. No. Stay on that one. You're fine.
Okay.
Okay, so now those should be. Gerson, yeah. Oh, you are 17 then. All right. All right, I'll double check all this. For today, it's not super important. As long as you connect to the right one, I'll update this table later. But your server IP should be correct. Okay. So what I need you to do is on this list, I'm gonna cancel that. On this list, find your name. Don't worry about the guacamole machine number. I'll fix that. But find your server IP. Okay. And then come back onto ESXi and type that in there. And then the username is root and the password is CNET 2021 exclamation point. Okay. All right, Troy, if yours is still copying, that's fine. Okay, then once you have that set up, save this file. Because in the future, if you're on your machine and you're not sure, I can't remember my server IP, just open this file and this is where we're gonna put all our little reminder stuff. So things we need to remind ourselves of, we'll put in this file, okay? Just so we have a text file of it. All right, and then the next thing we need to do is go back into Chrome and open Chrome and type in that IP address. So put in your IP address. Now, when it first opens, you're going to get this, your connection is not private. Click on advanced and click on proceed. Okay. All right, why is this not?
I got a connection error and it says reconnecting in 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, that's from Apache. So I think this is just getting a lot of traffic on it. All right, so can you see my screen at least? Go
Yes.
ahead and okay.
Yeah.
So then you're going to log on with the username of root and the password of capital C, then net 2021 exclamation point. And this is how we're going to connect to our ESXi server. You can tell it's really struggling for bandwidth here.
Should we join the VMware Customer Experience Improvement Program?
No, click uncheck that and then save it. All right, so So I'm going to show you what this, I have a server on my home network that I'll have a little better speed on. Okay, so once you're in this server, can you see my screen that shows it? Okay. And I don't know why the performance is so bad on that. It could be just Apache's got a bunch of activity right now. I don't know. But this is what your server is going to look in. Okay, so Ryan, you were able to log in. And what we want to do is, for today anyway, is just kind of poke around and look at some of this information. So if we go back into the lab, so here's the steps that show you how to connect. Here's the connection, and uncheck the user experience, product experience, participation, and then hit OK. And then what I want you to do is the rest of this lab is just poking around in here. And so it says, show a screen, take a screenshot. So if you don't know how to take a screenshot, there's a program on your, and you want to do this on the computer where you have your, the lab file. So if you saved it on your home computer, you want to do it on your home computer. Okay. So, and you'll hit the snipping tool, which there's a little snipping tool, looks like this in Windows. Hopefully you can see that. And you just hit new. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for a screen shot that shows the CPU, memory, and storage utilization graphically. So it just so happens, if you look on the right side here, you may have to scroll over to the right. There is your CPU, your memory, and your storage. So just click new, and then just give me a little shot of that. Go boom. That'll put it in the clipboard, and then go back into your lab document and paste it right there, right? Now on mine, I can't do it because I'm on the web. And then, so wherever you see this paste here, just right after that, take that screenshot, paste it in there. Then I want to see the information about the CPU. So if I come over here and look there, there's some information about the CPU. That's probably what I'm talking about, which I know it is. So I'll do another snip, CPU, call that good. There we go. Paste that right here. Shows information about networking. Let's come over here. There's some networking information. Boom, paste that in there. How many physical adapters is your server using for storage? So this one you got to kind of look at and say, oh, there's storage. Hey, there are 3 physical adapters, or whatever yours is on your computer. And then screenshot that shows your ESXi server's BIOS version and release date. So you're gonna come over here, and there's the BIOS version and release date. So take a screenshot. Yeah, and then with Louis, yeah, Command Shift 5. Yeah, you might have to wait till it's done copying. All right, and then when you're done with that information, I want you to also, I want a screenshot that shows the content of your ISOs folder and your login information.txt. So you may have to come back to this, you know, let everything kind of settle down a little bit, then copy those files over there, and then take a screenshot of your machine again. So this is really struggling, huh? And just put that on there. And then open that. Put them where you can see everything. Take a screenshot of that and paste that into your machine as well. Okay, now yours will have 3. I only have 2 on mine, or 1, because I stopped it. All right. So I want to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screenshots, and then you'll answer this one question. And then when you're done, this is very, very, very important. On your ESXi server, click on the root at in your IP address and click log out. Okay. Do not, and please hear me on this, do not click on shut down here. We never want to shut down the server. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to get into it again. Okay. Without someone going over to the college and doing that. So always click on your root at and then log out. And then it will log out there, and then you can close that browser. On your Windows 10 machine, you want to right click on start, and then the only option you have there is disconnect or sign out, right? Because I think that's the way I set those up, is that will be the only option, and you'll get that. Okay, so I'm gonna stop this share so we can communicate a little better. Yeah, so if you right click, shut down, you only have disconnect or sign out. And when you're done, make sure you do that. Okay. And then when you are done with that file, told you there's a lot of moving parts here, right? I'm gonna share my screen real quick. Then when you're done with this, go back into this lab 1, and where it says L1, submit lab 1 here. Once you have that document done, completed, just pop in here. And okay, if you can't copy the files, try again later. We'll have to try in like 20 minutes or so. Okay, so I am going to, let me switch this to student view. And then if you come in here and you click on submit assignment, and then you're going to choose the file. So go download, find that file that you just, that lab1.txt. So let me find mine. So I'm just going to take this file, and then I'm just going to submit it. And that will go where now, if I go into Canvas, on my end, I'll see where it says grade lab 1 here. So let me go show you what grading looks like. So this is Jared's file. And everything's slow right now. I'm sure the college is just having all kinds of traffic right now. And you're right, it's a free 20 points. For today's lab, you get 20 out of 20. And I'll be really honest with you. All of these labs are designed that if you do the work, you're going to get 20 points. I mean, you gotta, because what we do today, we're going to use next week. What we do next week, we're going to use the following week, and so forth. They build on each other, so we got to get these there. Let me see if someone else is. All right, so here's Isaiah's. He submitted this. So he gave me a screenshot of the storage and CPU, a screenshot of the CPU, a screenshot that shows the information about the networking, how many physical processors. He gave me a screenshot. You could have just typed it there. That would have been fine. BIOS information, and then your logon information in that. So then what I'll do is I'll say that's a 20 out of 20. Good job on this. And I'll give you some encouraging feedback. Good job on this week's lab. And then that's it for the lab. Okay.
Yeah.
So once you're done with today's lab, and I'm gonna stay online here with you guys. So to help anybody that has problems, but it should be pretty straightforward. Now, if you cannot copy those files, if for whatever reason they just will not copy, I would recommend that you try again later. So log out of Apache, go grab lunch, come back, and try again, and then just submit this. You can submit this up until 2:40 today. So the time I have on it is set to be at 2:40. In fact, I'm going to change that. And I'll make it at midnight tonight. That way you have all night to do it. There you go. So now you'll be able to do it. Yeah, so once everybody, JP, you'll probably find that once some of the people jump off, it's going to go a lot faster. All right. So what we'll do going forward is we'll lecture the material in the morning, and then we'll open up the labs and do the labs in the afternoon. And then I'll leave it open until midnight that night. So that'll be my new timing, so that if there are problems where you have to come back to it, you can always have time to do that. Ryan Sleece, is that background a family reunion or what's going on there?
Yeah, it is my cousins.
Your cousins, yeah. They look just like my cousins. Except for mine wear glasses. No. So, and then when you're done, if like Ryan's got his graded already, you don't have to wait for me to grade it. I mean, I'll grade that after the fact. But what I would make sure you can do is make sure get in and out of Authy a couple times between now and next week, so that you're familiar with how to get in and out of the system, because we're not going to take the time every week to make sure everybody can do that. All right. And then when you're done, you're done. It's like a regular class. When you turn in the lab, you're free to go. All right. And then Ryan, I need you to work on that DoorDash button.
In the middle of coding it right now.
Okay, good. I'll ask for an update in a couple weeks. All right. So then I'll be on Zoom here. If you need anything, just chat me or talk to me, and I'll help you if you need it. If not, have a great day. Welcome to CNET58. And I hope your semester is safe and you stay healthy. It looks like the educators are going to get the shot starting next week in LA County anyway. So I think I'll be able to schedule my first shot of the vaccine. I don't know when that'll be, if they have enough doses, right? That's the problem now. And then I know some of you have been waiting for CNET54, the troubleshooting class. As of right now, and you know, this stuff changes all the time, that we're going to offer that in the fall. Now the lecture will probably be on Canvas, and then the lab will be in person. We can't do that lab remotely because it's hard to troubleshoot your computer starting up if you can't log into it remotely, right? It's kind of a cart in front of the horse, and it doesn't work that way. You're welcome, Troy. I'm happy to offer this class in a way that, in a lot of ways, the way we're doing this server class is the way you would work with the server anyway. Is, you know, you'd be remoting into it and you'd be figuring out, you know, how to copy this file and move this stuff around and set this up. So yeah, this actually lends itself good to that. And in the future, now maybe some weeks we'll have a lecture and then I'll just turn you loose on the labs, and you can do that between then and midnight. So if you know, have to get some stuff done between 11 and 3, you can, and then just come back to it. But overall, I think we'll have a good time here. Any questions or comments?
I'm still, how do you, I'm still trying to figure out how to take a screenshot. of
Okay.
the- yeah. I'm just like one slide behind, but
Okay. What operating system do you have?
I have Windows 10.
Okay. The easiest way is just click on the start button on your home computer and
Okay.
just type snip. And you should see the snipping tool.
Yeah.
Click on that.
Okay.
And then you should see where it will say new, or it'll ask you, and then just take your mouse and kind of draw a square around what you want to copy, and that will copy it
Oh, okay. So I just do that. I do that on the,
on your home computer.
okay.
And then you want to paste that into, you have the document open on your home computer too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, then just somewhere in the document, just right click paste and it'll pop it right in there.
Okay. Sounds
Yeah,
good.
Louis, the quizzes will only be available on the day that they're due. So like, I believe quiz 1 is in week 3. Yeah, week 3 will be quiz 1. Okay, JP's asking about the network. They communicate the same way any other machine would communicate on a network, via the network IP address, the subnet mask, and the default gateway. So yeah, they're not using it. It's interesting. It's just using software, not a copper wire. There's no wiring inside of ESXi, but it will just take it from there. For these next couple of labs, Alan, I'm going to only open up the labs that morning. So, because I don't want people to work ahead in the beginning. Now, later on, I'll open them up. So if you wanted to, you could log in and get a good idea what's going on and then just have questions. But for now, at the beginning, I want us to step through these together, because I think that's a more efficient way of doing it. More efficient for me as a teacher, not for you as a learner, because some of you would, you know, be done with this a long time ago, but it's there. Okay, is that fair?
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
Okay.
And then for Apache, do we just say disconnect?
Yes, when you're done with the Windows 10, just right click on start, sign out or shut down, and then disconnect. And that'll take you back to the Apache page, and then you can just close that. Yeah, El Michael asked about the class size. Right now, they're telling us that the class size will be normal. So that'd be 24. The classes that they're teaching on campus right now in the COVID era are limited to 12. So if they do that, if they say we can only do 12, then, well, I'll probably just offer 2 sections of CNET 54 and have one on a certain time. Now, those of you that need CNET 54, do you want that to be a day class or a night class? Because we would meet one night a week for the lab, or we would meet for 3 hours during the day if it's a day class for the lab. The lecture will be online.
Yeah, I
Would the
think.
lecture be asynchronous? Oh, sorry about that.
It
Oh,
would
no, it's
be-
all good. Go for it.
Yeah, the lecture would be asynchronous. So it'd be
Yeah.
anytime. You would just do that whenever.
Then the labs at night actually works. Like I wouldn't mind either way.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't mind, but if I had a preference would be during the day. But
Okay.
it's all good. It's flexible. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Any would be nice as long as we can get to take it. Because I know a bunch of you, that's like the last class you're going to need to finish up. So. Okay, oh, Michael, good to know. I believe so, JP. Although some OEM are limited to seeing the hardware, like some Dell OEM license it looks for OEM for certain Dell chipsets. So I'm not sure if an OEM license would work in a VM. I've never tried that, but I'm not sure. Yeah, Ian, I 2 sections of 24. Yeah, I'd have to look at my load and see how that would work, but yeah, I wouldn't mind getting a bunch of overload either. So I don't mean to be real personal about stuff, but have any of you had close family members that have struggled or passed away with COVID? My father-in-law died on January 1st from it, so it's pretty bad, huh?
Sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it is scary, Jared. I agree. I mean,
Yeah. Sorry about that.
yeah, you know, when COVID first started, like last year, um, for 6 months, I didn't know anybody that had it. Nobody that got sick, nobody that died, nothing. And then once November, October came around, it was like everything. It's like my cousins got it, my father-in-law, his family, I mean, it's like everywhere. So yeah, so Troy asks, will have a fixed lab hour? Yes, the lab will be in person in room 405 on campus. Yeah. So we'll have to see. Hopefully, once the vaccine is widely distributed, hopefully we'll end up with, you know, where it has nowhere to go and then it will just kind of disappear, hopefully. Robert, is that a virtual background or is that your library?
Yeah, I've read all these books. No, it's a virtual background.
You should say, yeah, those are all IT manuals I've read. I'm an expert on all of it.
Yeah, you should
No,
see the other side.
it's
It's all full of books.
So now let's just log out of that. Oh, I have the mic on. Sorry.
So again, once you're done, you're free to disconnect unless you want to just hang out. I'm cool with that. I see 11 people have submitted, so good job.
Oh, Professor, how would like quizzes and midterm and final work? Would we still like connect on Zoom, or would it be kind of like we just do it on our own?
The midterm, the final and quizzes will all be on Canvas.
Okay.
So you'll just log into Canvas and take it like we would do in other classes with the quizzes. And then the lab final and the lab midterm will be done using the guacamole.
Oh, okay.
So just like you did today's lab, that's how you do it. But you won't have to share it on Zoom. You can just do it.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Professor Miller. I'm just gonna be heading out, and I'll see you all next week.
Okay, we'll see you. Thanks, Louis.
All right, I'll see you, Professor. Thank
All
you.
right. Take
See you
care.
next week.
Thank you.
Professor, so do you want me? I didn't get anything on my ISO folder because remember I had trouble with it. It'll just send me to a website. Do you
Okay.
still want me to take a screenshot of it?
Well, try to copy those over. I think it's working again. So do that. Try that part again. It'll take, with only a handful of people on there, won't take too long.
Oh, okay. So it's
All right, we'll see you, Jordan. Thank you.
Have a great day. Thank you, guys.
All right, you too.
let's see. Okay, so it's
You
10.
too, Ryan. Stay safe.
So backlash 10.
.28.72.50.
Dot 15
All right,
or
everyone have a
50?
good day. Thank you, Professor.
All right,
It's
thanks,
50.
Jared.
Yeah,
Talk
there
to you
you go.
later.
Later.
Yeah, it took me to a website again.
Okay. Share your screen with me again.
Okay.
I'll help you.
Sounds good. Let me see. Front one.